Brand new year. Brand new year. Let's have some new opportunities. Let's make 2026 a fantastic year. Taking a look here at a setup for a long here on the NQ at the 25,643. First TP would be at the 25,657 with a stop at the 25,626. We do have a 15-minute level here at the 25,638, and we have a 5-minute level here at the 25,629. So that's going to be one of my first reactionary points here this morning. Let's see what the market wants to give us here this morning. And my apologies in advance. I am fighting a pretty nasty cold, so I don't probably sound the greatest, and hopefully my voice stays with us. But no volume. Oh boy. You're not getting any audio? Hmm. No volume. Well, my microphone's going. All right, let me know if you guys can hear me now. Yes, low volume, can hear but faint. Let me know if it sounds better right now. Okay. So as I was saying, there is a setup here at the 25,643 that I'm looking to go long at. We do have a 15-minute level here at the 25,638 and a 5-minute level here at the 629. TP1 right now would be at the 25,657 with a stop at the 25,626. Now the only issue here is that we would like to give the market a little bit more time to breathe and to kind of go through its craziness in the first 10 minutes of the market. So I'm very happy with the retracement up here. They did leave this over here open for us as well. Let's see if we get a footprint confirmation here. Let's see if they come after this unbalanced area at the 721s, which could be the case. Morning, Cena. Morning, Steve. And Koja. Mura. GTO Johnny. Jeffrey. Lobo. Good morning, everyone. This would be my secondary target, the 25,683, as of right now. As long as they don't balance this out. Don't like that tap right there. All right, we're in. Should I take TP1 here at least? Might want to tap into that 15-minute level. Okay, there's the level tap. Now just go. Okay, TP1. I'll go right under this level. See if we get TP2 here. go. Let's go. Let's go. You know, you got to balance it out. Let's go. Ah, come on. Get up there. I'm going to take this to break even. Let's go. Bigger target is the 25.721. About 23 points of profit there. Let's go. Close it out. 30 points. $40. There you go. TP1, TP2. Beautiful trade. Let's go. And that third target, that's 25.721, is also on the table. Nice trade. Nice way to start the morning. Absolutely, man. Great way to start 2026. If you guys haven't liked the stream, I appreciate it. Let's get rid of this. These guys have done their job. Did you guys see that tap right into the 15-minute level right there at the 638? This is what the whole entire strategy is based off of. So if I go to the 15-minute, that's our 15-minute level right here, guys. This is the bread and butter. This is what I teach in the master class. This is how I trade every single day. Break of structure, impulsive move, your levels right here, high reactionary zone, good amount of volume that you know is going to be sitting there, and that thing tapped right into it, right on the tick. And this, like I said, the 721s is the next logical place for this to close out. Yeah, I think it was around 838. So yeah, it was pretty close to my 10-minute buffer. I just we had so many confluences here at this. You know, it was an unbalanced area for me. We had a 15-minute. I also had a 5-minute, which I know the 5-minute was pretty damn close to my stop at the 26. But that was a 3.5. No, that was close to a 4-hour trade for me. You know, obviously TP1 was 15 points, so that covered my stop. And that secondary target, I think we took 45 points there. So the risk to reward there is pretty fantastic, with about maybe 5 points of about 4 points of drawdown. I'll take that. There you go. Tapped into the 721s. So all three targets there would have worked out really nicely. All right, now we can get rid of this guy. And now let's see what's sitting above us. So above us, we do have a weekly band sitting at the 25,835 all the way to the 25,913. If you're unfamiliar with my weekly bands, those are going to be areas in the market where market will definitely have a very hard time getting through. Typically high impact news, which we have some high impact news here coming up in about 13 minutes. We got manufacturing, S&P manufacturing PMI coming out at 9 a.m. So it'll take either high impact news, headline news, or multiple retaps into these shaded areas of red that I have on my chart. And my reactionary zone, my next one, is going to be at the 25,874. So we'll take a look at some targets here, but obviously I have to be cognizant of the news that could be coming up here in about 11 and a half minutes. As far as the ES, why does it do that? Every time I switch over to the ES, it throws that's really dangerous. Did that to me on the 31st when we were trading. When I switched over to the ES, it automatically would just place a trade here. I have no idea what the hell's going on with that, but I'll figure that out. As far as the ES, and again, if you want the weekly levels and you want my 5-minute and 15-minute levels, I deliver those every single morning on my Discord, about an hour before the market, sometimes a little bit sooner than that. And it's a great roadmap. It's a great roadmap to it's a built-in trading strategy, to be honest with you. Pretty easy one. So these are your 15-minute levels on the ES, the 69.49, the 69.79, the 84, and the 92. I am looking at a setup down here at the 68.48, targeting the 68.54 and the 59, with a stop at the 68.43. So that's what we got brewing here. All right, I'm going to try to add my background music. For those of you that have been live with me this morning on the Signal service, so on my Signal service group, guys, I've got extended trading hours before and after the market, before I go live on YouTube. I am having somewhat of an issue with my background music, so let me just see if this sounds okay. It'll be playing pretty low, but let's just see. That's there. Desktop audio's going. Good. Now. Alright, so that was a good way to start the morning there. Took about, I want to say close to 45 points on that trade. So my initial target would be my normal scalp, and all I'm looking for is unbalanced areas in the market. So I just reverse engineer my strategy for my TPs on the lower time frames, and once you can figure that part out, trading will become a lot easier. Alright, let's see what we got brewing here now. So we've got a little pocket right here. We've got a pocket right here. That's interesting. You see the tap? See how you get that initial reaction always on that tap? Now we are down now to the pretty low. We're down to the lower time frame now. So these setups obviously do not have as much power as when a 5-minute level appears or a 15-minute level appears. But these are still scalpable. Alright, we'll be looking at one right here. The 25,706. Targeting the 720. And then stop at the 691. Big targets right now, which seems very aggressive to me, but that's left unbalanced. And then we'll see on the way down if they leave anything else. Probably we'll just be targeting TP1 here. So obviously with that last trade going for about 4.5 hour, I've got some bullets in the bag now. Sorry guys, I got a pretty bad cold, so I know it might not sound the greatest this morning. But as long as the trades are good, I don't really care. So as most of you guys know, just by my background, I'm obviously in our place in Florida, and it's been about 40 degrees here the last 2 days. So I don't know. I don't know if it was one of my niece and nephews that got me sick. I don't want to blame them, but they were all sick. Or it was just this change of temperature, or a combination of both. Got to play some golf yesterday afternoon in Pompano. Absolutely terrible route. Went with my son, and it was not good. Course was nice. My swing was not. Tradeify's 50% off discount on their Lightning funded accounts. That ends at midnight tonight. We just went through news. Wasn't really that, really not that impactful. Market's just doing what it needs to do right now, and it's going to probably balance out that 791. Which should be the high of session right now. All right, getting close here. All right, let's see what we got here now that's left unbalanced. All right, bigger target right now. Be right here. There are two targets. All right, there's a tap. That was a weird tap. That was a very weird tap. Let's go take our TP here. We got 15 points there, about almost. It's a little tug of war here. Little tug of war. Come on. I want to see it breaking this area right here. Shoot. All right, just tapped into the last part of volume there. That's my last defense on this trade. Not looking that great. Let's go. So now it's going to have a little bit of, a little bit of resistance there. We're now going into a new unbalanced area that was right here. So it's got to break through there. It's got to break through this 712 area. Come on. Don't want it hanging out here too long. Come on. There you go. You tapped in. Now just break that 12. Let's go. Ah! Man, it wanted it. God bless it. It didn't want that. Oh, that was a little unlucky. Seven points. Not enough. Not enough. Alright, let's take a screenshot of this guy. Alright, let's see what else we can find here. Get rid of these guys. Well, it's going in a hurry here. So there's another unbalanced area here. Just didn't feel very good about that setup. Really like this one actually that we just took. Really felt like we would Alright, let's see now how they react to the downside off of this first test right here. I'll be very curious to see what they want to do there. See, if they start disrespecting these, then we know that got a bigger move to the downside here. All right, so here I'm targeting the 25,509 and the 515. Would they stop at the 25,493? This is right in the beginning of our weekly band here, so that is a much higher time frame area. And then here, got a decent TP1, decent TP2. We'll see what All right, we got a pretty strong down move here, so I got to be careful about this. It's almost like it wants to retrace the entire move from yesterday, or from last night, I should say. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was aggressive. That was aggressive. Shit. That was like a freight train right there. I don't know if that's going to be enough to let it go. Nope. Oh, man, that was aggressive. Well, good start. Two terrible trades in the last two. So just entered into that weekly band. We do have a 15-minute level here at the 25,463. Yeah, that would have not. There would have been no confirmation there. There would have been no footprint. There would have been no candle. Might be a little too aggressive here. All right, well, let's see about the shorts here. Rid of this guy. All right, now looking at a short at the 25,524, targeting the 509 and the 498 with a stop at the 536. That's if we can even get a retracement up to there. Let's see how this 15-minute level reacts here. That should have been the trade. That probably should have been the trade right there. So IB low is right in this band right here at the 25,457. Which makes this a little interesting. All right, see if we get a footprint confirmation here on the IB low. I'm going to see if I can get a footprint confirmation here, because I don't want to get railroaded here. Let's see. All right, there's a tap. No confirmation yet. No confirmation. And just railroaded. Railroaded through. Okay. It's tricky. Tricky morning. Might have to leave my trades to footprint confirmations only, because this hasn't been pretty here. So I'm feeling, guys, much better about this zone right here at the 25.722. We've got a 15-minute and a 5-minute level, both located in this zone. So I think I'm a lot more interested in this one than this one right here. This has got a much higher probability right here at the 722s. Let's see what kind of reactions we get here now. Happy New Year's, Key. All right, so recap of the morning so far. First trade went really nicely. Took about 45 points of profit on the first NQ trade. Last two trades got, well, the last one specifically got completely railroaded right through it. So the last two signals have been pretty bad here. So one winner, two losers here today. Be right back, guys. Sorry about that. All right, so far we had an area here. That price did not respect. Actually, there's no break of structure there. There was an area right here, which looks like it did, no, not either. All right. Let's see. Let's see how this 5-minute level right here gets respected. Well, looks like the setup that I did not map out. I don't know why. This one right here was the best. Probably would have been the best trade of the session for damn sure. 15-minute level, unbalanced. Not sure why I missed that. This setup up here at the 25.722 looks absolutely fantastic. So that's an A+ setup for me. Let's jump down to the 1 minute again. All right, let's see how this zone reacts here. Currently that's left untested there. This is unbalanced there. Let's see if there's any type of footprint confirmation here at this 5-minute level. No, nothing yet. That was decent. That was decent right there. Nope. Okay. 5-minute level did not hold. Now looks like we might be revisiting the IV low here. This 15-minute level already did get tapped into. That was the move to the upside. Strong move to the upside. $141 points to the upside. A little upset with myself that I did not map this one out here. And a higher weekly band, 15-minute level. Just had a lot of confluences there, and I don't know why I missed that.
Might be a typo in Discord. Anculated century. Shit. Let me see. TP1 867. All right, give me 1 second. That looks right. Let's see what we get here. All right, that blew through it. I didn't see any type of footprint confirmation. I did not see any footprint confirmation there. Price action did go pretty quickly. Market is very erratic today. 15.5 points. All right, let's take a look at this. Just gonna delete this 5-minute level here just so I can have a cleaner chart. 25 TP1. Oh yeah, he's right. TP1 710. So it looks like the play of the morning would have been just a play off the weekly band here. I completely missed this 15-minute level right here, which I'm pretty upset with myself on. That went for about 140 points. So I am going to be taking a look now at my footprint confirmation here, and my targets right now would be around here. Let's get rid of this. And then let's see now what happens here. To count. So right now my strongest box is this 25,288. There is a 15-minute level resting right in here with these first taps of the weekly bands and these reactionary points. Now granted, I might have to take 2 entries here to get a good risk to reward type of trade, but those are the ones that have been so I will see if I can get a confirmation on either this reactionary point or this reactionary point right here. There's a tap. That was a decent reaction, I think, there. A lot of volume sitting right there. Oh, went through that guy. This market is tricky. Very, very tricky. All right, let's see what happens here. Now, granted, these are small stabs. I mean, I'm willing to take some risk on here. Smaller position size. This is going to be definitely my highest probability setup down here because this is resting with our 15-minute level. So let me just get this one ready. No, cancel, template, load, entry, and stop loss. So I don't know, probably about 15 points of profit there. We did go into a balanced area, so I knew I was going to see some resistance there. Granted, I needed to break now through the 374s. And if not, I'll have a re-entry at the 288. So we are in a new weekly band here, so should definitely get a good reaction. That's where I could anticipate the resistance. About 26 points of profit. Oh, let's see here. That was the area, so I said I had to get past this area right here, which is unbalanced, which was balanced. So I know that that's the area that I got to break through to get to my TP1. And maybe should have taken a more conservative target. I guess is always the case, but in hindsight, oh, I don't know. Maybe I was a little too greedy there. But this is what they need to balance out. So I mean, that's how I play my trades. Son of a gun. What was I in here? $35 points. Tough morning here this morning so far. This will probably going to run up to my target now. I think it was about 30 points in profit there. Pretty tough day in the markets here today. I guess I'm making it tough on myself. Missed a completely great area right there off the 15-minute level. Didn't map it out. Took this trade right here and got to my probably should have taken my TP just a little bit more conservative. Granted, it was a 45-point target. I think we only got up to about 30, 35 points. All right, Chad, I think I'm going to call it a day today. Kind of rough. 3 losers, 1 winner here this morning. I probably should have just even gone to break even on that trade, to be honest with you, once I was like 30 points in profit. So just not well played for me this morning. So we're going to have to kind of look at the charts here, keep mapping out some unbalanced areas, see what's getting respected. I will tell you right now that this trade down here, the 25.288, I will be absolutely taking. This to me looks like a very good setup in my weekly band, 15-minute level. Really felt like we should have got a reaction point to this unbalanced area here at the 385, but I mean, and I even had a target at the 473. That's where my secondary target would have gone, or it was at. And I know I understand that it's 130 points, but off these weekly bands, guys, that's what you can expect. You can expect those kind of moves. So wishing you guys the best. Stay patient out there. Tough, rough day for me today. I'm definitely in the red. But let's see if we can bounce back here in this afternoon session, possibly. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be right at the market open. Hopefully it trading's a little bit better. I didn't want to start off the new year this way, but this is the way it goes. That's trading.